I'm going to be teaching you how to solve a Rubik's Cube. As you can see, it's all scrambled up here, and there's just a couple simple steps, later on, harder steps, that will make it easy for you to solve a Rubik's Cube. So first, we have to make a daisy type looking figure. So we have to align everything. As you see, this is already aligned. So now we have to see if there's any centerpieces, which there is not. So now I have to look around the cube, and then make another centerpiece, which would look like this. And you'll see another piece here. So now I have to look around the cube for another centerpiece. Found one. And then so make the moves to make it look like that. And we have this final piece has to be white. So now we search around for one. Not one there. I see where it is. So then I have to make it. And it will look like a dandelion or a daisy. See? Daisy. So you have this, and then this will be the top. As you can see, there was green on the white side, white, green, so you have to match the top color with the middle color. And then once you have the top colors matched, make a 180, which will look like this. So the two top colors will be facing down. After this step, there should be a white cross. Oh, here it is again. Here it is again. Here it is again. So now we have nothing left up here except for the yellow center, and there should be a white cross on the bottom. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter if there are any extra pieces on the corners. That'll probably help you out later. So now this white cross is the bottom of our cube now. You have to look around for the top for white pieces. There's one right here. So now we have to see what color it's aligned with, white, orange, and now we have to match it up with the correct center. So as you can see, the piece is right here. So all you have to do is match it up, and then we'll have to make a move called a right trigger. So a right trigger is you go up, over, and then down. Pretty simple. And then, as you can see, there's another space filled in on the bottom. At the end of the step, the bottom row will completely be solved along with the bottom side. So we have to keep looking for white pieces. Here's another one on the top. So it's matched up with green. So let me align it with green. It's now aligned with green. So it's on the right side. So now I have to make another right trigger. Up, over, down. So we have one piece left on the bottom, and it's not on the top. How do we fix this? We take the bottom piece, and we do another right trigger. Up, over, down. It may not still be there, so do it again. And boom, it'll be there. Sometimes you will have to do a left trigger, which is the same thing, just opposite. Up, over, instead of right, left. So now we have it on the top. And so it's matched up with red. So I have to match it with red, and now do a left trigger. Over, down. So now the white side, oh, we have one left. So now we have to do, oh, it's already lined up. So I have to do a right trigger, up, over, down. So now the bottom side should be solved, and the bottom row should be solved. Now we move on to the next step. By the end of the next step, this row will be solved. Now pay attention close, because this one gets a little tough. So you have to make sure there are no yellows involved in this step. So as you can see, there's the top color, blue, and then we have red. So we have to match this red with another red. We've matched one. Now blue's on the top. So now I have to see which side blue's on. Blue's on the left side. So now we have to move one to the left, and then perform a left trigger, up, over, down. And then so we have the white piece misplaced, but we can fix that because it's right here, and it's matched with blue. So now we have to match that with the blue center. Matched. So now we have to do a right trigger because it's on the right side. Up, over, down. The white piece is back, and we're closer to solving the second row. So you have to keep doing that for every time you see a top and a bottom middle piece with no yellow on it. So I'm going to just do that until I finish. So now the bottom and middle layer are solved. Now in some cases you'll have things like this where 1, 2, 3, 4, everything is yellow, but the middle row may not be solved. So it's pretty simple. All you have to do is take it where one of them is not completely solved. So this is completely solved. Let's just say this red piece was a blue piece. Swap these two around. You take this on the red side and do a right trigger. The white piece would be right here, and then it'd be locked with, blue piece. So you just match it to the blue center and just pretend like you're doing what you were doing before. So now we got lucky. There's already a white cross, or a yellow cross forming, and there's 2 yellow pieces. You'll either have 0, 1, or 2. You'll never have 3 or 4. You'll have 4 later, but you'll never have 3. So this will never be a thing. So this is on the top. So now we can skip one of the algorithms because we already have a cross. But that algorithm would have been, we would have had to find matching corners, which we do not have, so we just have to do the algorithm anyway. So it'd be F. I'm not going to turn it because I don't want to ruin this, but it'd be, I have it right here. It'd be kind of like this. No, the wrong one. It'd be kind of like this. So it would be just like that. So just look at that. The next one was the first algorithm I showed you. That's the one we're going to have to do now. So we're going to have to match this like this. So it's going to look like that. So now we're going to have to do this algorithm right here. That's the one we're going to have to do now. So we're going to do R, U, R prime, U, R, U, U, R prime. So now we'll have a yellow cross. And now we'll have to do that again. R, U, R prime, U, R, U, U, R prime. So now we have a type of fish-looking thing. Doesn't look like a fish. So we'll have to match it up to make it look like it's eating out of my left hand. So my left hand's eating out of it. So it's matched up like that. So we're gonna have to do that same trigger. White's on the bottom, yellow on the top. So we're gonna have to do the R, U, R prime, U, R, U, U, R prime. So then the top side will be finished. White side will be finished. Bottom 2 layers will be finished. The next algorithm we're going to have to do is a pretty long algorithm. So let me go up and get it. Here is the next algorithm we're going to have to do. It's a pretty long algorithm. And that's upside down. Okay, so that's the next algorithm we're going to have to do. So we're going to hold it like this, and we're going to see if we have any matching corners, which we do. Green and green. So we're going to hold that in our left hand. So what we're going to have to do is L prime, which is up. And then we're going to have to go U. And we're going to have to go R, which is up. Then we're going to have to go U prime. And then we're going to have to go L, which is down. And then we'll have to go R, prime, R, U, which is the same thing as we're doing before. And then it's a down, R prime, up, R prime, down. And then we'll have this final piece mismatched. That's fine. So, because what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take it, and we're going to have to do a right trigger. Bam. Do it again. And then bam. This will be done. All this will be done. And we'll have a fish again. So we have the fish, and we have to align it again for the way we're going to do it. So we have the fish, and it's going to be eating out of our left hand. It's going to be eating out of our left hand again. Wait, no. It's going to be eating out of our left hand. So now we got to fix it like that. And now it's eating out of my left hand. So now we're ready to do it. Okay, so you have to do the same trigger as before, which is the R, U, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. So we have to do the R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. So on this top side will be solved, the bottom side will be solved. Everything else will be solved, except for this top layer, which we can fix just now. So we have to make sure every corner is just like this, kind of like a chest plate in Minecraft. And every side will be like this. So now I have to do this one final algorithm, which is this. So what we have to do here is we have to take one of the sides and go F2, so it'll look like an upside down one. And then we'll have to go U prime, which is flip it to the right. And we'll have to go R prime, which is down. And we'll have to go L, which is also down. Another F2, so it'll look like that. And then so we'll have to bring them both up. And we'll do a U prime. And then we'll do F2. And then so you'll have the top side solved, one side solved, it doesn't matter which one, and the bottom side solved. So we'll have this, this, and this. So we take the one side that's solved and flip it all the way to the back. So facing towards, if it's facing towards you, flip it around. It may look like it's facing towards you, but it's not. So we have to do this algorithm one final time. F2, so another upside down, and then we'll have to do U prime, which is flip to the right, and then we'll have to bring them both down, look like that, and do a flip. So now it's like that. And then we'll have to bring them both up, U prime, and then we'll have to do it again. So in some cases, you'll have to do it again. Most cases, you'll have to do it again. So just do the exact same thing I did before. F2, U prime, down, down, and the Rubik's Cube should be solved. Doesn't that feel so amazing, how you can just solve it just like that? Now, tell me if I missed anything and you ran into some problems.